Hello friends, welcome to Knitting Catalog. Today I'm going to unbox a knitting machine. So right now there is a knitting machine on my table. So I'm going to open it for you to see what is inside the knitting machine. The knitting machine is into two. This is the cover and this is the main bed. So on the main bed part, we have series of things there that I would like to tell you about. Here is the carriage. Sorry about that. Here is the carriage and here is the tools box where all the tools that follow the machine is. So now the first thing to do when you get a knitting machine is to tie it very well to your table. This is a tighter. It comes into two pieces, a pair. So I'm going to tie it down to a table. You are going to get a table that is firm. So it has a space that you will tie it down to the table. I'm scrolling it up to my table right now. Yeah, that one is okay. So I'm going to loose this down, then fix it into the table. Yes. You can see it's firm. It's not movable because you have to be firm not to fall down or something. So this is the carriage. The carriage is the main part of the machine and this is the body of the machine, in which we call it the bed of the machine. So I'm going to loose up the carriage right now because it has this on it. So you have to be keeping this so that anytime you want to move it, sorry about that, anytime you want to move your machine, you have to tie it down so that it won't damage the carriage. I'm removing this and keep it in there. So now I'm going to remove the part of the carriage which is yarn feeder. This is the yarn feeder. This is where we put our thread, our wool, our yarn, the way we call it, to knit. So I'm going to attach it to this place right now. This is where it's supposed to be. I'm tying it to it now. So this is the complete carriage. A carriage consists the carriage and the yarn feeder. So you can move to the right and to the left as you are walking. So on the bed of the machine, what we have on the bed is needles. We have needle from 100 to 100. That is, it consists 200 needle. This is 200 needles. So on the bed of the machine, we still have row counter. This is what we call row counter. So the row counter consists of numbers of the movement you make. The way you are moving your hand, you are knitting, is counting it for you. As I'm moving it, it will be counting it for me. So this is what ticks the row counter. As I'm moving it, it will be moving it, counting it for me, how it's moving. Then this part is where the card, we have a special card, a punch card for knitting work. This part is where you will put a card design, we call it a punch card, to fit inside the machine to knit a particular design out. Then this is the handle of the carriage for you to be able to move the carriage from left to right. And here is where you can open it. when there is a fault, you can lift your carriage up, and when you fix it from this end or any end, but make sure it enter inside the ray. You will feel it on your hand whether it's not inside the ray, whether it's not aligned inside the ray, then you can lock it back. That's the work of this, to open the carriage off of the main bed and to put it back and lock it back. Then you still have another work. Here is where you will fix it to need this particular punch card. This is where you turn it to need the punch card. Here is our tension, how you want your work, your knitting work, to be tight or to be loose. And this particular place, guys, this can really go down or stand up, come up. It can flip to anywhere you want it to be. Maybe when you are not working, you don't want anybody to tamper with your machine, you can flip it back and cover it with a fabric. Then here is a set of button that works with this part of the machine. When you are using the punch card, this place select how you want the punch card to work. And here is where we fix our yarn, our wool to work. You make sure it enter here. Then it has a two space. This is a first space and the second space, in which if you want to use two threads to knit this punch card here, you are going to use fix one here and fix one here. This is the function of this place. All these button has their own functions too, but let's go further to know what is inside our two box. Let me remove this. So this is a weight. As you are knitting, it may likely pull off. You use this one, help us to weight our job, our knitting work down, so that it can pull off of the needles. This is it. And in the two box, they definitely put extra needle for you to work with. Then this is brush for you to use to clean all the pieces of dirty that yarn can cause inside your machine. And this is picker. We call this picker because we use it to pick any wool that fall off of our needle. You cannot use your hand to fix it back. We use this. So the picker comes in different mounts. As you can see there, they are like, this is 3 mounts. That is, we call it 3 by 2, 1 by 3, and 1 by 2. They are all pickers. So this is a pin to hold our card. This is when you want to use a punch card. This one will grip the cards together for it not to pull off. So then there's some other aspect of it on the bed. Let me bring them out for you to see. This is a weight, a comb. We call this a comb. You need this when you want to cast on, when you want to start work, when you want to start knitting. This is a comb. And the last one is a yarn. The last one is antenna. This is antenna. The antenna is the one that helps the knitter to hold their thread in order. So this is the position of it right here. To enter here. Yeah. So I'm going to thread my wool right now for you to see how to thread wool on a yarn feeder. So right now you see me the way I bring out my wool from inside the ball, inside the wool ball. You don't bring out wool at the outside part of it. You bring it out from inside. Just dip your hand inside and pull the center up. So you are going to get the end of the wool from inside. So we always do that so that it will not be jumping up and down, rolling on the floor. So the first place to go is here on the antenna. So the next place to go is here. So this is another tension on the antenna. We call this place antenna tension. You can see you have a stitch die number, how you want it to be. So there is a candle wax on this part. I think I get this one as finished. So it's supposed to be, it's a candle wax, it's supposed to be on this part so that your wool can be passing through it to smoothen your wool, so that your wool will not have a particle of or a rough edge. It's like a candle. Just fix it, a small candle with this kind of hole that you will fix inside it, and the wool will be passing beside it. So after passing here, the next place is to pass the candle wax section. Then you come down to this place and go up to go and meet this other part of it. You can see, you just snap it inside. Just snap it inside. Then you bring it down to this part to hang it, like you just want to hold on and settle down how many needle you want to work with. So you just leave it this way.